This is the official question paper and answer key for the paper conducted on June 2011. This question paper is of subject English. Okay, it will be very helpful for the student who are preparing for net set because many of the time repeated questions means the questions from the previous question papers are asked in the exam. Therefore, it is very important for us to read all the previous question papers related to our subject. Now, the first question is that we are going to read the questions with their answers. The first question is that Little Nell is a character in Dickens. Means we have to identify the work of Charles Dickens in which Little Nell this character is found. There are four options. Without reading the options, we will try to choose the correct answer. And the correct answer is that option number D, The Old Curiosity Shop. The Old Curiosity Shop. This work has been written by Charles Dickens and in which Little Nell this character is found. Okay, now the next question. Who among the following Indian writers in English has created an identifiable imagine local? Okay, correct answer is that R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan, who has created an identifiable imagine local. Now the third question. Who among the following is not a formalist critic? Who among the following is not a formalist critic? Correct option is that Stanley Fish. Stanley Fish was not a formalist critic. Now the fourth question is that the rhyme scheme of Spenserian sonnet. The rhyme scheme of the Spenserian sonnet is, correct answer is AB AB, BC BC, CD CD and EE. It means the option number first, that is A option, is correct. This is the rhyme scheme of Spenserian stanza. Now the fifth question is that who among the following Marvellian characters is consumed by greed? Now here Marvellian means Christopher Marlowe. And the correct answer is, or the correct option is that Barabbas. Barabbas. This is a character who is consumed by greed. Now the sixth question. The plan of Arthurian stories. The plan of Arthurian stories has influenced the composition of Tennyson's. Correct option is that B. Idylls. B. Idylls. The plan of Arthurian stories has influenced the composition of Tennyson's. Means Lord Alfred Tennyson's Idyll. Okay. Seventh question is that there are two lists given below. Match the authors in list first with their nationality in list second by choosing the right options against the code. Now the seventh question is that about, means there are some names of the authors and we have to identify the nationality, that is countries in which they live. Okay, now the correct option is that C. C means here first option is petrified. Petrified is from Australia. Petrified is from Australia. Then Nadine Gordimer. Second means he is from South Africa. Now the third one, Margaret Atwood. Margaret Atwood is from Canada. And fourth, Carey Hume. Carey Hume, fourth option is, and he is from New Zealand. These are the correct options, means these are the correct countries, name of the countries where the above authors lived. Means the option number C is correct. Now the eighth question is that a Shakespearean sonnet has the following rhyme scheme. A Shakespearean sonnet has the following rhyme scheme. Such types of questions are typical questions and one-liner questions. These are very helpful for the students who are preparing for NTA NET exam. Okay, a Shakespearean sonnet has the following rhyme scheme. Now the correct option is that number C, means a Shakespearean sonnet has the following rhyme scheme, and that rhyme scheme is that A B A B C D C D E F E F and G G, means the correct option is number C. Now the ninth question is that the future of poetry is immense, because in poetry our race has our race as time goes on will find an ever surer and surer stay. This claim for poetry is made in, means we have to identify the names of the author and his work in which this line is found. Okay, and the correct option is that Arnold's The Study of Poetry. Matthew Arnold's. The Matthew Arnold's The Study of Poetry, in which such types of claim about poetry is made. Means the future of poetry is immense, because in poetry our race as time goes on will find an ever surer and surer stay. This statement can be found, or claim can be found, in the work of Matthew Arnold's The Study of Poetry, means the option number first, that is A. Now the 10th question is that which of the following is not about dystopia? Which of the following is not about dystopia? Okay, and the correct option is D. R.M. Ballantyne's The Coral Island. R.M. Ballantyne's The Coral Island. This is the correct option. Means in the work of R.M. Ballantyne's, that is The Coral Island, dystopia is not found. Okay, now the 11th question. Who among the following is not associated with the translation of the Bible? Who among the following is not associated with the translation of the Bible? This question is very important. It should be memorized. It should be kept in our mind forever and forever. Means the person who is not associated with the translation of Bible, we have to identify the names of that person, and the correct option is Thomas Browne. Option number D. Thomas Browne is not a person who is associated with the translation of the Bible. Okay, dear students, we have to keep this question in our mind. Now the 12th question is that arrange the following stages in sequence in which all Shakespearean tragedies are structured. Use the code given below. Okay, means there are some stages, or we can say that the steps of composing the tragedies by William Shakespeare. We have to identify the correct sequence, and the correct sequence is that option number A, 3 2 4 1. 3 2 4 1 means in the tragedies written by or composed by William Shakespeare, first of all we can find that there is exposition, then conflict, then climax, and in the last we can find that denouement. Means these are some of the stages that we can have in sequence. Okay, means option number 1, A. Now the 13th question. The term curtal sonnet was coined by. The term curtal sonnet was coined by option number C, Gerald Manley Hopkins. In short, we always say that G.M. Hopkins. This is a man, or G.M. Hopkins, who had coined this term, that is curtal sonnet. Now the 14th question is that the author of the pamphlet Short View of Immortality, the author of the pamphlet Short View of Immorality and Profaneness of the English Stage, that was published in 1698, was, means who was the author? Who was the author of this work? And the correct option is B, Jeremy Collier. Jeremy Collier or Collier. This is the correct option. Means this is the man who is the author of this pamphlet. Okay. 15th question. Identify a play in the following list that is not written by Oscar Wilde. The work we have to identify that has not been written by Oscar Wilde, and the correct option is Saints and Sinners. Saints and Sinners. This work or this literary work is not written by Oscar Wilde. Saints and Sinners. Now the 16th question, put the following novels by Charles Dickens in a sequence order with the help of the code. Okay, there are four novels written by Charles Dickens. We have to put them into orders, and the correct option is A, 3241. 3241 means Bleak House, Hard Times, Great Expectations. Sorry, Bleak House, Hard Times, then A Tale of Two Cities, and Great Expectation. Means, first of all, we have to put some things in our mind, that what is first and what is last. Means which one is first and which one is last. It should be kept in our mind. So the first means that has been published last is Great Expectation, and that has been published in the first, that is Bleak House. These are some of the novels written by Charles Dickens. Okay, Bleak House and Great Expectation. First novel that was written by Charles Dickens is Bleak House, and the last novel that has been written by Charles Dickens is Great Expectations. 17th questions. Thomas Kidd's The Spanish Tragedy was influenced by. Thomas Kidd's The Spanish Tragedy was influenced by Seneca. Means Seneca, who or the Seneca inspired Thomas Kidd to write the Spanish Tragedy. Okay, we are going to read 20 questions in this video. Now the 18th question is that in its final published version, Iliad's The Wasteland contains a total of. Means in the final version of T.S. Eliot's Wasteland, how many lines can be found? Means there are 433 lines. Means option number B is correct. This is the final version of Wasteland that was composed by T.S. Eliot, and it was published in 1922. Okay, this is one of the most famous works written by T.S. Eliot. There were 433 lines in the final version of Wasteland. Now the 19th question is that Jean Rey's Void Sargasso Sea is set in. Void Sargasso Sea is set in. Means we have to identify the place where Void Sargasso was set, and the correct option is that the Caribbean. The Caribbean, the place where it was set. Correct option is the Caribbean Sea. Last question, that is 20th question is that Hamlet lying wounded says to his friend. Hamlet lying wounded says to his friend, Horatio, I am dead. This is an example of prolepsis. This is an example of prolepsis. Means it's a kind of a figure of speech. Hamlet lying wounded says to his friend Horatio, I am dead. This is an example of prolepsis. Means in this way, in this video I have tried to include 20 questions with their correct answers, and the students who are preparing for NTA UGC NET exam subject English may get some of the important knowledge, some of the valuable knowledge throughout this video. I hope that you might have liked this video. In the next video we are going to include next 20 questions